If you are a local business that wants to show up more in the local map results and drive more business through local SEO, there are things that you absolutely need to do, some things that you probably should do, and some things that you definitely need to avoid. In this video, I'm going to break all of these things into 3 sections and hopefully help you to rank better in local SEO. Let's get into it. My name's Frank, I'm the founder of SagaPixel. If you want to learn more about local SEO, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I will be checking them. Must do number 1, fill out your profile completely. List all of your services, write a good description, get great photography that make people want to click over to your website. Make sure that you select all of the appropriate categories for the type of business that you're running. For example, you'll see personal injury lawyer, law firm, and attorney are all categories available to a car accident lawyer. Use the questions and answers feature, and if products are appearing inappropriate, list them. Must do number 2, solid entity optimization of the page that you've linked to from your Google Business Profile. So if you want your local medical spa to rank for a keyword like Botox, Boynton Beach, Florida, the page that you link to from your Google Business Profile needs to have that on the page. And even better if it's highly optimized around such a keyword. Must do number 3, get positive reviews from your customers. A high number of positive reviews correlates with higher rankings and map results, as well as people picking you over a competitor. You need to have an active program for soliciting reviews and following up with people that have agreed to leave them. Must do number 4, ask those reviewers to mention what they had done at your business. This will encourage them to naturally use keywords that you're trying to get your Google Business Profile ranking for, which will be even more impactful when you get reviews from trusted Google accounts. Must do number 5, have a physical location where you want to rank. So our office is in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Our company does not show up in the local map results for most of the cities that border Cherry Hill, New Jersey. If we really wanted to show up in the local map results in those cities, we would probably be out of luck. So you may need to consider moving if all of your business needs to be done in a specific place, because it's going to be an uphill battle to attract them from another city. And must do number 6, make sure that you are in alignment with Google's guidelines. There are lots of things, there are lots of reasons why you can get your profile suspended, and it can be a massive headache to reinstate it after it's been suspended, and it can cost you business. So prevent this by making sure that you are indeed in alignment with Google's guidelines. Must do number 7, report competitors that aren't playing by the rules. You are going to have competitors whose profiles are not in alignment with Google's guidelines. They probably have an unfair advantage over you as it stands right now, but you can report these to Google. And if you know what you're doing, you can get them suspended. Honestly, this is what any good SEO company is doing for the local SEO clients. We do it, and you probably should be too. Should do number 1, you should be using Google Posts. Now, don't use Google Posts for the sake of using Google Posts. You should be posting things to try to attract people over to things that they're going to be interested on your website. Articles, specials, the kinds of things that are going to entice them over to your website. We want to maximize those engagement signals. We want to see, Google wants to see people looking at your pictures, clicking over to the website, but it's also a tactic just to drive more leads. Should do number 2, local citations. Now, please don't go ahead and sign up for Yext. It's going to cost you a massive amount of money over the lifetime of your business. There are cheaper services such as Bright Local that will do all of your important citations. You do not need to go onto Fiverr and hire someone to submit you 250 different directories. That is not going to help you, but I would check in the local results, like when you Google like best, whatever you do, plus city, what directories are showing up. You should be listed there. Should do number 3, include some of the target keywords that you want your Google Business Profile ranking for on your website in the headings, in the page that you've linked to. Honestly, you should be doing that just as a general best practice for on-page SEO. I'm going to link to the checklist that we have in our description, has videos and tutorials that get into all of this. You should check it out. Which leads us to the wastes of time. Waste of time number 1, social signals. You'll see these all over Fiverr. Spammers basically selling stuff that do absolutely nothing for your Google Business Profile or your SEO in any way. Don't waste your time with it. Waste of time number 2, geotagging images. Google strips all of that data when you upload your photos to your Google Business Profile regardless. Adding the latitude and longitude of the image or keywords or whatever as you're uploading is not going to help or hurt your local SEO. It's just going to be a waste of your time. Waste of time number 3, adding keywords in your profile description and your review responses. They have no impact on the rankings that you have for your keywords. The reviews your customers leave actually can impact it, but your response doesn't. So just give a real response to people and an accurate description of your profile. And your last waste of time playing around with your service area. Now, the proximity of your business to the person performing the search is absolutely a factor in where you are ranking in the local maps, but setting your service area to the entire county or state is not going to help you at all to show up throughout the county or throughout the state. And to wrap up, let's talk about keyword stuffing. Your Google Business Profile's title needs to match the way you are known in the real world. If you stuff in the name of the city and the keywords you want to rank for, it will help you to rank better for those keywords. But the second a company like us comes along, we're going to report it and you're going to get suspended. Now, one thing that you might see in some markets is that businesses will open up a DBA and change the logo and their signage and everything so that they include all of that. And it does help. And frankly, we can't really report them when that happens. From a business standpoint, if you decide you want to do that, good for you. But don't try to take any shortcuts. If you're going to have some sort of keyword stuff listing, make sure that you've gone through the necessary steps to ensure that you are in alignment with Google's guidelines, lest you get suspended. All right, so what are your thoughts on all this? Let me know in the comments.